Well, hey guys, I'm Brent Abel, WebTennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot. Yours truly right here. My partner is Craig, returning serve. And this kind of scenario happens frequently. Your partner hits a really good low return of serve, and it gets down to the server's feet, and it gets popped up, right? But it's sort of popped up short. So it's not popped up deep where, even if you don't move forward, if you just stand right here, you get the ball about head high, something like this. In this case, I'm kind of just trying to initially determine how deep is this thing going to be. And I think I need to move forward. And then all of a sudden I realize, it's dropping too quick. And it's just going straight down. It's going to bounce straight up. And this being a grass court, it's not going to bounce as high as it would, obviously on a hard court, but maybe also on a clay court. But what I want you thinking about here is that, number one, you don't always have to volley. In fact, I see this way too often where, players go, well, I got to volley this ball. I can't let it drop. And what happens is they start to move forward and then they reach, and now they got some really lousy geometry, right? The ball's down low, at least below the top of the net, and you've got a couple of hombres up here looming right in front of you. So what you've got to do is allow this ball to get up, right? You've got to allow it to get to the top of the bounce, especially on a grass court. Maybe on a hard court, it's going to bounce higher than this. So you don't need to allow it to get quite that high if it was to get above your head. But you certainly have got to give it some space and time to get up so that you've got geometry over the top of the net. Okay? And I'm not saying that it's a guarantee winner every time. But what I am saying is you've got to be patient, right? You can't just start to panic and reach down and play a volley or even do a little half volley right here. You got to wait. You got to wait, and these guys are getting settled in here because you might go right at them. You might go with their feet. You might play it alley, middle, or alley. They don't know, and yet you don't want to rush the moment because you've got to create good geometry by letting that ball get up. And once it's up, then you go ahead and you're totally committed to your target, right? Might come back as they anticipated, but you're totally committed to that target. So guys, write down below in the comment section. Let me know what's on your mind with this episode of What's the Right Shot. And as always, come on now, got to get out there today and make it another spectacular day.